Welcome everyone to ADV Japan. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the gear that I ride with. Usually when I go camping or just riding in general. Actually, in fact, I don't change this setup ever. Even if I'm just going to the grocery store, it's just nice to have the extra luggage there. If I end up picking something up, I can just throw it in the bags and make my way home, no problem. I'm just waiting for my handguards. I broke down and got the good old bark busters, so they are coming straight up from Australia. Should be showing up here sometime next week, I'm hoping. In any case, today we're going to be just talking about the gear that I roll with. So this setup that I have, I don't change it ever. Whether I'm going camping, whether I'm going shopping, whether I'm going to the gas station, doesn't matter. It stays on my bike and it just sits there. It's nice if I go out and want to do some shopping and I end up picking up something unexpected. I've got the luggage and I can just throw it in there, and it's really, really nice to do that. So for today's video, what I'm going to do is I'll go through each one individually. I'll explain kind of the features of it, the philosophy behind why I chose it, and then I'm going to go ahead and strap it onto the bike so you guys can see how it fits, you know, how easy it is, how it goes on there and whatnot. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I've got a three bag system here going. I do the tank bags, I've got a rackless pannier system, and then I've got just a bag that sits on the back. All right, so let's start with the tank bag here. So the tank bag is from a company called Enduristan. These guys are awesome. They're a company out of Europe. For what you get, the price is ridiculously cheap, in my opinion. I've never had any issues with these. I've dropped the bike several times on these rackless panniers. The rackless panniers are also Enduristan as well. Just really awesome. Super satisfied with these. Highly recommend this company. Okay, so just to show you some features here. The first one that's pretty cool. This comes with a map, kind of a map reading little pouch here. You can put anything in here, documents, passports, whatever, if you're traveling. Things you need to get quick access to, and it needs to be waterproof. This will hook you up. I always keep a map, kind of my local area, just in case if I need to get home. It's just really helpful. It's something just to have. So this is the 4H bag. It's completely waterproof. It's about 7 liters, although I feel like it's more. I used to run a US 10 Krega on my tank, and this feels like it's just got more, and it could be because it's got a nice rigid structure as opposed to like just a bag. So it's nice, it keeps its structure, and you can fit so much stuff in here, man. It's just insane. So open her up, you've got immediately you've got this detachable kind of bag here. I used to put my tools in here, but my tool bag has gotten larger and heavier, so I don't really want to have a lot of heavy stuff you know, on top of my bike. It just makes the bike top heavy. You guys riding off-road, you know what I'm talking about. It's not a good thing to have top heavy on an off-road bike. Yeah, so basically just keep that there. Inside there, I've got my little charm here. This is a Japanese charm. You pick these up like once every year. You go to a Shinto shrine and you can buy them. This one in particular is protection, so people will put it in their cars just for kind of an added little protection. It's my little charm, my little Japanese charm. So yeah, just keep it in there. Kind of gives me a little peace of mind. Probably not when a semi's coming at me like 60 miles an hour, but anyways, you get the idea. The other cool thing that this has is you've got this little movable kind of piece in here, the separator. So yeah, some really cool stuff. In here, I basically keep a couple sets of gloves, just depending on the weather. And then in here, you can see I've got my Leatherman, got a flashlight hooked into here, and then just a knife. And then you've got another little pocket here that you can access, put some pens in there. I've also got a little air pressure gauge, and then my pump, because I'm telling you guys, it makes a huge difference when you take a 15 to 20% PSI out of your tires when you go off-road. It makes a huge difference. So yeah, that's pretty much what I keep in here. Got some masks, receipt, I don't know what that's for. Keeps everything nice and tidy in there. Yeah, so this is the H4 Enduristan tank bag. I believe they have one size smaller. I think it's called the S bag or something like that. I just went with this one because it said 7 liters, and I'm like, that's pretty small. And then it arrives and it's a lot bigger than I thought. But you know, looking back, I'm glad I got this one. It's actually a really good size. On the other side here, it's got this really nice material, does not scratch up your bag at all. Just make sure that when you put it on, it doesn't have any dust on there, because that dust or rocks, if they get underneath there, they will scratch your tank. So let's go ahead and put this bad boy on. The way it works here is you've got 4 connection points. You got 2 up here at the neck. They give this little kind of system here. It's pretty simple. Just kind of loop it around this little column there, the steering column. And then these just sit up here and, you know, basically just clip them on. Pretty straightforward. And then down here, they provide you with these clips down here that are attached via zip ties, and they give you extra. So, and they actually give you a couple extra of these clips, I believe, too, as well. And it just clips in like this. This is really strong rock strap material, so it's not gonna break. It looks like everything is pretty much double stitched on this. Pretty strong. By the way, this can be adjusted too as well, depending on the length that you need wherever you're gonna strap this thing down. And I got that in there pretty good. So it stays on there. It doesn't move at all. That material underneath keeps it from sliding around, slipping. When you're ready to fuel up, you just take this and pop those back, let it sit, get it done, throw it back on. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the rackless panniers. So these are also Enduristan. These are the Blizzard M. They sell these bags in 4 different sizes. The S size, I believe, is 6 liters. The M size, which is this, is 8.5. The L size, I think, is like 10 liters, 12 liters, something like that. And the XL, I think, is 17 liters. So they have plenty of options for you guys. I found the M size fit the best. I was lucky enough to find these in a store in Japan, and the guys were so cool. They let me walk outside and throw this on my bike and test it out. And these fit perfect. And I'll show you why once I put these on the actual bike. Okay, so these clip in using 4 points, 2 on the side and 2 on top. So everything is really secure in there. It's not going anywhere. And you can really cinch this stuff down. It's got just your typical kind of sock shape. And so when I'm not camping, I just keep a few things in here. I've got my baklava, and then also my inner for my jacket. And then down here at the bottom, I keep my tools, just the tools that I need, the basic tools that I have for the bike. Keep those down at the bottom. Keep the heaviest things down there. So when I go camping, yeah, I mean, everything just fits great in here. I've got it's like a 1.5/2 person tent that I use, and it works great. It fits right down in this little pocket here, just nice, really, really, really nice. And then on the other side here, I've got my OEM pegs, and I also have the pads for these pegs. By the way, if you want to watch the video, this is probably my most popular video right now at this point. The video review for these motor end pegs, you can go ahead and click up in the corner there and check that out. I keep those extra pegs in here because you just never know. You know, you bust pegs, they break, things happen. And if you've got those OEM pegs, especially if it breaks on the clutch side, oh man, good luck getting home. That's gonna be real fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw these on. So again, the Enduristan series, they have the same material here that you've got going there on the tank bag. Now, the reason I went with these is because, well, number one, I could try them on my bike. And number two, I don't have to put racks on this thing. Now, I'm not harping on people that put racks on bikes. You can put whatever you want on your bike. It just depends on what you do. But for the kind of riding that I do out here, you know, going off-road and going on-road and switching this here and there and whatnot, I just don't want all that weight. I don't want that extra weight, especially on such a small bike. This is only 370 cc's. It's not a big bike. And the more weight that you put on this thing, especially on the rear of the bike, the harder it is to control the rear of this bike. You know, again, I'm not running the best tires. I still have the TKC 70s on here, but if I put racks on this thing, oh man, it's just not gonna be fun. Maybe it's skill, it's probably part of it too as well, I don't know. I'm just not that good of a rider yet. But yeah, just extra weight, extra money, stuff that I didn't want to spend money on. And so these worked out great. And I went out, like I said, and tried these on, and it's literally, you can see that it's not touching at all. It's not touching the exhaust pipe there, which is really, really awesome. the muffler exhaust pipe. Sorry, you know what, you guys go ahead, just make fun of my English in the comments. You know, as I mentioned, I've been in this country for a long time. You'll understand. You lose words that you just don't use very often in English. It just happens. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing strapped down. I'll show you how it works. Basically, it's got 4 points that I lock this thing into. I lock it into the back here, and then I lock it into the front. And it just hangs right over here, right over the top of the bike like this. It's really, really, really nice. So what I did for the back is it comes with a strap that's got like these hooks on the back of it, and there's really nothing to hook on to back here. So I just threw that in the pouch and just didn't even worry about that. And instead what I did is I bought a rock strap. And what I did is I just took the rock strap and took both ends and strap them around here. Make sure that, you know, you're staying out of the way of this. You don't want to be locked into that. And then I just cross them over like that, making sure I go underneath the light like this, the rear light. So I got both those sticking out there like this. And what this is going to do is it's going to prevent these from sliding forward. And you can see I've got these basically strapped into these little hooks here on the back. And this has proved pretty strong. I haven't had any issues with it yet. And it looks nice too. It doesn't, you know, it's not ugly at all, like those huge hooks that come with it. So that's how I secure it there. And then up here, it's really nice. It just comes with this little strap system here, this kind of cinching system here. And with the KTM 390, we've got these great little frame for the footrest here. And you just strap it around there. Now I've kept these at length just because I don't know if I'm ever going to keep this bike for a long time. Well, I love it. I love this bike. I'll probably keep it for a while, but just in case, you know, strap those in like that and everything's looking good. All right, so those are my rackless tank bags. I love these guys, super highly recommend them. If you got a 390, I recommend the M size. That'll work out great. So on top of this back here, I throw my US 30 Krega. This is a really nice bag. Some of you guys run Krega, you'll know these guys are super high quality and super high expensive. And they're worth it though. I love these guys. This liner comes out, you can wash the whole bag, you can wash the liner and everything. I've got his little brother in here too, a little US 10. It's pretty much identical. It's the exact same bag, just 10 liter, 30 liter. This has got a little front pocket in here. I believe it's waterproof, but you know, in the mornings when I wake up from camping, it'll be slightly damp in there. And I just keep that 10 inside here. If I've got some extra luggage I need to store in there, I can pull that out. And the nice thing about Krega's modular system is this can all get strapped onto here. You know, it can strap onto the side as well too. I mean, there's so much you can do with these bags, with this clip system, and yeah, it's really nice. Love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy on the bike. So with the Krega, they've got just a simple 3-button system, one on top, 2 on the sides here to keep everything locked down. They've got this nice material here too, kind of an anti-slip material too as well. That works pretty good. All right, so yeah, I just bring this inside, I pack it up, get it ready to go, and then throw it on the back of the bike. Now before I do this, I'll go ahead and show you the mounting system. So Krega uses these ring and hook system, where basically you've got these straps underneath here. You see these here? Those will sit underneath the seat. They just go across, and then you just pop the seat down on them. And I've got 4 of them. Got 2 up here and 2 right here. And they just go through the loops like this. And what I try to do is I try to keep these, just a tip if you guys have Krega, I try to keep these, the direction of these to go against each other. So they're kind of working to hold the bag in. If you've got both of these going the same way, then it's possible that these can slip out. But since they're going away, either towards each other or away from each other, either one's fine, then, you know, you can prevent that from happening. I like to go through this little loop here. It prevents this from moving around, secures the bag. Yeah, they just clip in right there. Real nice. I'm gonna go this way. That way this won't move. Yeah, see, that kind of keeps that in there from moving around too as well. Get that underneath there. Eventually I may get some rear rack for this, but for now I found this works pretty well. Yeah, so this is my setup. Like I said, I'll be doing another video here probably in the next week where I'll be talking about what I've actually done to the bike itself. And then in another future video, I'd like to talk about the gear that I wear. So kind of a 3-video series here. So look out for those videos, you guys. Thanks for sticking around to the end here. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you guys are running something different, if you're running something similar, let me know. Let me know how that's working out for you. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, definitely like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in a future video. Take it easy.